Okay, so I think this sentence that Xander uttered, "justice is an illusion," is really where you just knew the face writers had completely lost the plot and they did not care. Like, we've talked about wanting moral gray in Fire Emblem, but the entire Conquest route was like not even moral gray. It was moral chaos. It was moral cacophony. It was moral all the colors like violently spread out like a modern art painting. And we were helping out with like committing war crimes, slaughtering innocents, doing all this crazy stuff and not actively rebelling. And Xander, who is like the actual going to be king of this route, right? Like Corrin may be the main character, but this is actually going to be his kingdom, you know? He's our older brother who is one of the strongest units in our army who we're supposed to admire, and he's like effectively leading the charge, right? And he's really gonna look you dim in the face and just be like, yeah, morals don't actually matter, JK. Like, it was just so crazy when he gave that speech and such an obvious like excuse. And people are gonna write 3 hour video essays, like 5,000 word theses on the complexity of how this is actually true, and it's gonna be a bunch of cope and BS because it just made no sense if you had a working brain, and it may have been able to comfort Xander at night, but like low key, it did not feel satisfying to put him on that throne because it was like you were not actually who you were supposed to be. Like there's a support Xander, a early Xander who it's like, okay, we know who you are. There's an in theory Xander and there's an in practice Xander, and in theory Xander is great and in practice Xander is like horrendous.